Hey there, it's Gladys here with another burning question. And today's question was, Gladys, why can't I seem to let go of this guy who I know isn't the right match for me? And so I wanted to answer this one because I know that it can feel hard, especially when you've got if you've been with someone and there's a lot of emotional investment, maybe you've also spent a lot of time together. There's a lot of, I call it time, attention, and affection that you've been spending with someone, and then you realize that that person is not the right match for you, usually because you're not having the experience that you want to have in that relationship. You're not feeling loved, you're maybe not feeling prioritized, you're not feeling heard or respected. And even though there's those signs, you're still holding on. A lot of times you've also spent a whole lot of time trying to make something work that isn't the right fit. So you've tried to beg and plead. You've said it that nice way. You've said it the rough way. You've issued ultimatums. You've left and you've come back. And a lot of times when people say, I haven't been able to let go of somebody, it's because they've done that. I'm leaving. But then he says something, or you start to feel lonely, the sting of loneliness, and you end up going back. Or it could be that he keeps showing up in your life. He keeps trying to get you to come back. And then you say, oh, but maybe we keep coming into each other's lives because we're meant to be. I often use this example. So if you're finding that somebody keeps coming back into your life, I want you to imagine that a cat keeps coming into your house because you keep leaving the door open, right? You keep leaving the door open and unlocked. So if you keep letting somebody back into your life, that doesn't necessarily mean, or they keep coming around, sorry, that was pretty loud. Just because somebody keeps coming around, that doesn't mean that they're the right match for you. It doesn't matter if you break up. First of all, if you're in a pattern of breaking up and getting back together, there's already been some respect lost in the relationship, and you're not honoring your word. And you're making the circumstances, they keep coming back, or maybe we can give one more chance, or, well, if we weren't meant to be, we just wouldn't keep getting, reconnected. So when you say something and then you keep going back on your word, like you say, it's over, or this isn't right for me, and I just can't be in a relationship where I'm not feeling heard or respected or loved, and you keep going back to the person, they stop believing you. Not because you're not telling the truth. Maybe you really felt that at that time, but if you keep going back on your word, it starts to break the trust in the relationship. More importantly, it starts to break your trust with you. You start to doubt whether or not you're going to honor your word. So it's really important, if you're not experiencing the love, the connection, the honesty, the respect that you want in a relationship, that you're the first one to honor you, right? Nobody's going to love, prioritize, or honor you more than you love, prioritize, and honor yourself. And then the second thing is, you want to ask yourself, when you're saying it's hard for me to let go of this person that I know is not right for me, you want to say, what is it that I'm actually holding on to? So if I know that I'm not being treated the way that I want to, if I'm not being respected, if I'm not being honored, if I'm being mistreated, verbally or otherwise, what am I actually holding on to? Because it's not love. It's not the experience that you want to have. So what are you holding on to? A lot of times it's simply attachment to that person. Sometimes you're holding on maybe to what you felt was the dream or the possibility or the potential. That's the word. The potential of the relationship, but not the actual relationship itself. So you've got to be honest with yourself. This is all about telling the truth to yourself, being honest with yourself, and then standing for what you really want and what you feel you deserve. Because at the end of the day, like you've just got to tell yourself the truth. If you already know that this person is not the right match, you don't want to keep trying to convince yourself that you can make it work. You certainly don't want to keep putting your heart out there to have it be broken over and over again with the same person. And you just want to be clear about three things. You want to be clear about who you are as a woman, who you are. Number two, what you value, meaning what's important to you. What's important to you, not just in a relationship, but what's important to you in the terms of how how you feel about yourself, about what you allow. These are called boundaries, right? What you will or won't allow yourself to do, what you will or won't allow yourself to engage in. If I'm not going to engage if I say that respect is important to me, I'm not going to engage or be part of disrespectful experiences or disrespectful communication or disrespectful attitudes, right? So you get clear about yourself, you get clear about your values, which help you set your personal boundaries for you. And then you get clear about whether or not this is a match for either of those two things. And if the answer is no, then of course we're here for you 100%. You can reach out to us. We're happy to help you figure out what is it that keeps you holding on and what do you get to break through so that you can not just break off of the relationship, but that you can open yourself up to be in the relationship that is a match for you and your values, that you get to experience the happiness, the love, and the partnership that you really want and deserve. So I hope this is helpful, and I will, if you've got any questions, if this sparked something in you, if this is similar to a question that you have, go ahead and reach out to us. We are here for you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next burning question. Bye for now.